Hari Om Guruji, Namaste Guruji.
Yeah.
Hari Om, Namaste.
Very good. Namaste. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. So we are in the Taittiriya Samhita study. Moreover, we are in trying to note the formulas employed at the Agnishtoma sacrifice, where Agni and Soma both are respected and offerings are given. And not only that, in this Soma, there is a main work is to collect the Somavalli or the Soma twigs and mount them to carts from the point of collection and bring them on the road up to the Havirdhana, or the place where the Soma Yajna has been planned. And there, buying the Soma Rasa, Somavalli, by exchanging with the cows, and then making all that and trying to prepare a juice out of that. And that Soma Rasa, there is also a formula to prepare the juice of the Soma, and that is supposed to be highly exhilarating drink. And that is divided into different cups, which you call it as libations in English, or in English, in our Telugu, sorry, in Sanskrit technical way, they are called as grahas. So we mark these grahas to respective deities and then all. But a sample of that we have seen in the Chamakam. Grahas chame yagnena kalpantam. So our grahas are being collected. So this is the process that we go, and this is it. And moreover, we have just seen the Kandikas number 1 to 5. That is first Kanda, second Prapataka, and fifth. And we have covered the sixth one also. And there we have made a prayer all through to that. From shoot to shoot, we are Amsuna, Amsuhu, Pruchyatam. That is a method of preparing the juice in that particular section. Then you have next 1 to 7, which you have got to, we have already come across, but still we can read that 1, 2, 7, 1. Somam te krinami, Vasan Hedapa, Somam te krinami, Urjaswantam Payaswantam, 1, 2, 7.
Somam te krinami, Urjaswantam Payaswantam, Viryavantam Abhimatishahagum, Shukrante Shukrena Krinami, Chandram Chandrenam Chandrenamritam Amrutena, Samyatte Gorasme Chandrani, Tapasastanurasi Prajavate, Varnastasya Aste, Tahatraposham Pushyantyas Charamena, Pashuna Kinamasme te, Bandhumayi te Raya, Shayantamasme, Jyoti Somam Vikrayini Tamo, Mitrona Yehi, Sumitrada Indrasyo Ruma, Vishadakshina Mushanno Shantagasyona, Jonagaswana, Rajangare Bambare, Hastassu Hasta, Krishana Veteva, Somakriyanastan Dakshadvam, Mavo Daban.
Beautiful. We already explained this passage in the session, but still to revise ourselves what has taken place in this is, so when we purchase the Soma, the purchaser and the vendor both must be prosperous and healthy and better, because between these two people, when they exchange a commodity or receive the price for that, both of them should be happy. That is the Yajurveda principle. That is our Vedic culture, Hinduism. Because the more and more you think about others, you wish for the safety of others, your safety is automatically taken care. So that principle of Yajurveda is being observed even in the Mahabharata and Ramayana and all places. In Mahabharata, for example, to say, when Krishna said, I'll go for Raibaram, and I have to go to Hastinapuram, and I will meet Dhritarashtra and tell him, then Dharmaraja was so much scared. No, you don't go there. They are enemies. They will hurt you. They may kill even you. So like that, he went on talking. Then Krishna says, don't worry. I take care of myself. So in a sense that Krishna is worried about the safety and the victory of the king Dharmaraja, and in return also the safety of Paramatma. Just because his Paramatma should not take for granted that they are always strong. No, the strength of the gods comes only because of the prayers and offerings that the Yajamana or the worshippers offer. So that spirit you observe here, Somam te kridami. So when you are buying the Soma Rasa Soma, what kind of Soma it could be? You make a lot of good selection of that. Then you see, when you go to a shop, you make always selection. While selection, you have got these qualities. Urjasvantam, Payasvantam, Viryavantam, Abhimatishahagum, Shukram, Te Krinami, Chandram, Chandrena, Amrutam, Amrutena, Samyak Go. So, moreover, you are making a praise for the Soma, that you be like that, having been bought by us, you must bring prosperity and friendship to all of us. Not only that, the gods also are there, the deities. For example, Soma is an exhilarating drink and highly providing strength to persons. Therefore, there is also the most important person who can be benefited, who can do a lot of hard work, something like fighting with Vritrasura and trying to fight with the demons, and see that the Andharma or Himsa, etc., are being quelled down and Dharma is being established. And therefore, in the last line, you observe the prayer that Indrasya Urum Avisha, Dakshinam Usannusantagam Syonaha Syonam. So this particular line, Mitro Na Ehi Sumitradhaha Asme Jyotihi Soma Vikrayini Tamaha. So all these things will tell us that you are making a prayer to Soma, which you are bringing, which you have bought with the price, giving the cows, and you are making a prayer. That's why whenever you have regard for the object that you are buying, and also the seller, and also the people in the house, or the way you are bringing, all these things matter very much according to the Veda, according to the Yajurveda or Veda culture in general. Therefore, and moreover, there are custodians of this Soma Valli to come up. So these custodians are the Gandharvas, Swan, Raja, Anghari, Bambhari, Hasta, Suhasta, Krusanuho, so etc. These are all the Gandharvas who are all the custodians of the Soma earlier, and they must be properly satiated, and they should be given proper role of regard, and also make a prayer to the Somavalli that because I am buying you, you please protect these Gandharvas and us and me, and do not injure anybody at all. So you observe the sentimental value for the exchange or barter or whatever activity you do in the mundane world. So this is what our Vedic culture is. Therefore, here you say, last, Somakrayanaha Tal Rakshadvam. So these are all the Somakrayanaha, the Somakrayin, Krayanaha, that is the plural. So they are the Tal Rakshadvam. Please protect all of them. Ellarnu Rakshana Madu. Nannannu Mavo Dabhan, dabhan andrenu. So dabhan is pain or troubling or giving some bad. So adu beda, let us have a great benefit having brought you home, Yajnashala, and be you comfortable, not only to me, to all people, anta now prarthane marthi. Then we go to the next one, 1 to 8, that is where we are trying to, whatever soma we purchased in the yajna. So, yajna means any and every act has got sanctity and serenity and divinity and culture. Therefore, you cannot be rough and ruffian there in the sacrifice. So there is a lot of, whenever we go to sacrifice, no arrogance. Everybody is very cordial and receiving you and giving you, and that is what exactly a good yajna. And a sample of that you can see in a hospital where all members or all the medical, paramedical workers are very kind to the patients. And the patient will not feel really troubled and he feels happy to undergo treatment and all that. So that culture which we observe in certain hospitals, we are really relieved because nobody is negligent about the patient. Nobody is, everybody is careful in this both ways. So that culture we are given in this because Swan, Anghari, Braja, Bambari, Hasta, Suhasta, Krishanu, these are all the earlier custodians, or they are all Karayanas earlier, because you know that the yajna, Sobayaga, and all yajnas have been performed by the gods first, and they became stronger, and so they were able to overcome the evil, negativity, destroying people, and all that. Therefore, Devaha, they are called Suraha. But whoever are doing religious and that kind of activity, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ರಾಕ್ಷಸರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ. Because even Rakshasas are not peaceful. They are not at all. So even they have also a lot of problems, a lot of conniving, cheating, mosa, ella. So everywhere there is activity, but when it is a positive one, that only the life and the world wants, because it should not lead to devastation and destruction and ruining. But totally, that's why India or any country is surviving only because of the good people, because of the sacrifice done by all good people. Therefore, the world is going on and on. That's called dharmodharana, paritranaya sadhunam, vinasaya cha dushkrutam, dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami. Yuge, yuge. So, even Krishna says, Aya, Dharmaraja, for Mahabharata, you are going to be king. That is fixed. And Duryodhana cannot continue to be the king, but only a matter of difference of time. If not today, next day, you will be occupying the throne. But before you occupy the throne, I have got to do some work. So I should go to Dhritarashtra, I should go to Hastinapura. In that manner, people have got to go through all that. And this is what it is said. Now let us go to the next passage, a continuation of the Soma that has been purchased, trying to mount it on this Somasya Sagataropanam Kriya. So all that is being taking place, because we should know what is taking place at each stage, because so many kandikas are there. And this, you see, there are 14 kandikas or divisions. So 14 divisions, ultimately, we have the ending also, where we have got mantras which Samidheni and Puravakyas and all that, which will talk about the conclusion. Now let us read. Om Vudayusha Svayusho Doshadhinagam Prasenotparjanyasya Sushmena Udasthamamrutagam Anu Urvantarikshamanvihi Adityaha Sada Sadosi Adityaha Sada Sida Astabnat Rishabho antariksham amimita varimanam prithivya asid vishvo bhuvanani samrat vishvetani varunasya vratani vaneshu vyantariksham tatana vajam arvatsu payo agniya suhrutsu kratum varuna vichu agnim divi suryam suryamadhat somadrau udutyam jatavedasam devam vahanti ketavah druse vishvaya suryam usravetam dhurshaha vanasru min avirahani brahma chodanau varunasya skambhanamasi varunasya skambha sarjanamasi pratyasto varunasya pasaha. This is what it is. Next, you read, please. Asan.
Guruji. Udayusha swayusho doshadi nagum rasenot parjanyasya shushmeno dasta Bhatagum anu urvantariksha manvihaditya sadyo asaditya sada sida astabhnadya mrishabho antarikshamamimita varimanam prithivya asidadvishva bhuvanani samrad vishvetani varunasya vrathani Manesho ventariksham tatana vajamarvatsopayo agniya suhrutso ratum varuno vikshvagnim divi surya suryamadadhat somamadra udityam jatavedasam devam vahanti ketavaha deshe vishvaya suryam usravetam durshahavanashru Avirahano brahmachodano varunasya skambhanamasi varunasya skamba sajjanamasi pratyasto varunasya pashaha.
Beautiful. See, all these mantras, as you see, Gopinath Garu, are independent strips, but they are connected. And good has been invoked in all these things. And in this word, actually, some of these mantras are found in the Saura Suktam, are all from Rigveda. And see, the Yajurveda, and in Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharveda, you find, and Rigveda, some mantras you find common. See, people, English people come and say, they're all borrowed. Who borrows whom? They're not the borrowers. Nobody will borrow. But they're all commonly found in the Vedas. Therefore, you can always extract the mantras which have got, which are originally revealed in the Rigveda, and then they have been again seen with a different context in other Vedas. Therefore, whenever you come across a mantra in other scriptures or in other portions of the Veda, we should know that they're all common. Here it is there, there also it is there. Anta ಹೇಳಿದ ಗುರುಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆ ಮಂತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾರೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಾರೋ ಯಾರು, who borrows what? There is no question of borrowing, I think so. ಬಾರೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೋ ರಿಟರ್ನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, because every Veda mantra is independently powerful and a unit by itself, something like Samvatsaram. See, year is the unit, is it not? So ultimately all will come into the year as a unit. Therefore, we have here the mantra. Let us see. Udayasha Swayusha Oshadhinagum Rasena utparjanyasya sushmena udasthad amrutagum anu anvihi. So this is what Udayusha means up with the long life, and Swayusha up with your own health and prosperity, and Oshadhinagum Rasena. How does these two things happen? Because of the support of the Oshadhis, that is plants and herbs, and all the, because our life is just keeping on, is being kept on because of the various plants and herbs and trees and all that. Without Oshadhis, without food, no life. Therefore, they said that Oshadhina gum rasena. And also, not only that, Utparjanyasya Sushmena. So, Parjanya is the cloud, rain provider. Parjanyo Varshati, Parjanyeno Shadhi Vanaspatayah, Parjanyenanam. We have noted that in Upanishad, one of the advantages that, and Yajnaha, in Parjanyaha, Yajna Samudbhavaha, or Yajna Sambhavaha. Parjanya is also a deity. Parjanya is the cloud, a source through which you get rain. And in Parjanya, in the cloud, what we have got is Sushma. Sushma is the heat energy, or otherwise Sushma is energy. So because of the energy present in the cloud, that energy, the water is being given to the earth. With the water, the Oshadhis grow. And with the Oshadhis, or plants and herbs and all these things, vegetation, people become healthy. Swayusha, Udayusha. Swayusha, they have their own maintenance of their health situation, and also bettering the health of the other gods. So, ಈ ತರಹ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಉದಾಯುಷ, ಆಯುಷ, and Swayusha, Oshadhinagum Rasena, and Parjanyasya Sushmena. What are you going to be ultimately as? Amrutagum Anu. So we are to become Amrutas, immortal, healthy, prosperous. So Soma ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಮನೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ ವಸ್ತುವಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಬೇಕು. ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗಳ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು, ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು, ಅಂಡ್ ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೋರಾಟ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ದಿ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಯು ಸಿ ಎವ್ರಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಬೈ ಎ ಕಾರ್ ಆರ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಬೈ ಬೀರ್ವಾ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್, ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೂಜಾ, because Lakshmi Pradam, Lakshmi Rupam. So you feel that Lakshmi has come down, Sampada has come in. So every article in our house is a Sampada. In same manner, all that Sampada is giving you the sweetness of happiness. So Amrutagum Anu. And again, not only that, you are making a prayer to Soma, Uru Antariksham Anvihi. The Antariksha anodendra Uru. Guru andre wide stretching. You stretch yourself all over the mid-air. ಈ ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷವೆಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಕವರ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ಮೋಗನಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಮಾಲಜಿ. Because whatever puja or homa etc. do, that will, the vibrations fill the cosmos of your house, cosmos of your town, and the cosmos by itself. Because the cosmic energy constantly to flow to our human endeavors so that there will be good success. And therefore, you understand, all temples usually will have gopurams. Why the gopuram? That is a convergence of the cosmic energy into the deity installed inside the sanctum sanctorium. So now Mado Technikai offering puja agri, mangalarti agli, pushpa agli, abhisheka, all these things are secondary compared to the cosmic energy which the deities inside installed are able to get. Therefore, in our Hindu temple culture, you see the gopuras. And for example, how long they will be the gopuras, that's really architectural grandeur of the Hindu engineers, of our Indian engineers. For example, the Mudabudri, that Murudeshwar Devasthanam. Can you remember, Gopinath Avare, how white is the Gopuram?
ಹೌದು ಗುರುಜಿ ಹೈಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ ಅದು measurement.
Note down, 222 feet high.
Oh, right. Okay.
So ಸಮುದ್ರ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರುವ ಗೋಪುರ ಇದು ಮರುಡೇಶ್ವರ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಮೃಡ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೈಂಡ್, he is the compassionate God for excellence. So Murudeshwara is there on the banks, on the seashore, and it is and when you go to Kumbakonam, Madurai Meenakshi, especially Tamil Nadu and Andhra and all Karnataka, etc., you find in South India the temples having a long, very, very beautiful. Why all that? Yake andre, there is a lot of Shastra, Agama Shastra will tell you that all the importance. In fact, we have got articles written on significance of Gopuram, of temples. I only have contributed to some souvenirs of temple Kumbhabhishekam in America, and also in our Veda Ganga we find those articles being repeated. So like that, here also you have got Burvantarikshamanvihi, O Somarasa, or the Somadeva. You try to stretch yourself to provide benefit effects to entire mid-region. And then simply, it is not simply working and mobile, but even this, there must be some kind of suffering of seat. And therefore, next is Adityaha Sadaha Asi. See, Aditi Devya Sada andre seat. You always say, no, Amruto Pastaranamasi, Amruta Upa Pidhanamasi anta. Yava heltivi, Uta Munche, Uta Mado Munche in Martivi, Amruta Upastaranamasi anta. You sip some water. It has got a lot of scientific and philosophical and spiritual and magic significance, because when hunger is heat, fire, and when hunger is there in the stomach, it is burning. If you when it is burning, you cannot put your food directly, but you should put silence and peace. So symbolically, you drink some water so that the stomach heat is being reduced and becomes ready to receive all kinds of food that you are going to put into the stomach. Therefore, Amruta Upastaranam. Similarly, when the fire pan for preparing doshas is too hot, they become dull. So if you just throw some water over that, it becomes shanta, and afterwards your dosha comes very well. How that Gopinath avare? So dosha matter gottu. Dosha making also is a big art. So hage ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಫೈರ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಫೈರ್ ಫರ್ನೇಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶಾಂತಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಂದಿಂದ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಕೊನೆದಲ್ಲ ಅಮೃತ ಪಿಧಾನ ಮಸಿ ಅಂತ. ಪಿಧಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕವರೇಜ್, ಕವರ್, ಮುಚ್ಚಲು. ಸೊ ನೀರು ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೀರು ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಮುಚ್ಚಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಟೂ ವಾಟರ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಬಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ತಿಂತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. The present culture is so objectionable that people are having a lot of problems, physical and mental, etc. Therefore, everybody, if you go to a doctor, he will fill the entire prescription sheet with medicines. Then you say he's an expert doctor, he has prescribed all that stupid like that. Sometimes some doctors, if some gap is there, they will write down even the vitamins also, they write down at the end and as a prescription for vitamins. Anyway, so here, and Adityaha Sadosi. So, and what is that? Who is the Soma? It is a Sadaha. Sada means seat. Sata means bench. Sata means that's an asandi antare. So that's a seat of Aditi. Aditya. So Soma is the seat of so. And if you go to commentaries and Brahmanas and sutras and further literature, you will get reasoning out, explanations. Why is this statement? What is this signify and all that. For the present, we are just going only by the physical meaning. And if you go to commentary, you get more details, but I am not bothered about that. Just know, you should know the Sabdartha. So Sada Asi, Sada Sida, Sadam Asida. So Somadeva or Somavalli or Soma, you please, so Aditi is your seat. So please keep seated on Aditi or Aditi's seat. And again, having settled down like that, now you make a prayer. Astabhrat Rushabho Antariksham Amimita Varimanam Prithivya Asit Asit Vishwo Bhavanani Sambrat Vishwa Etani Varunasya Vratani. See, Varunasya Vratani Etani, that you just pick up. So whatever have been mentioned here, they are all the duties of the Varuna. You know, there's some mythology. I have given to some people the mythology of the Sukra Yajurveda. You refer Madi, you'll get some ideas about all these things, because it is a Yajurveda mythology. So I am just trying to give out a sketch of the respective gods. And Varuna, in our Indian mythology and with Vedic mythology, we have got some individual deity. I have classified the Yajurveda Devatas into 3 divisions, because the classification of the Devatas is really a good issue. Classify madidare, and the classification began right from Yaskacharya and others. But English people also have classified the gods and given the qualities and identifications and description and CV of all of them. Another example, English people have given the classification of the gods into transparent gods, translucent gods, opaque gods, like that. So ಕೆಲವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So if you go to that subject, actually mythology is a big subject of study. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಮುಲ್ಲರ್ ಈ ದೇವತೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, he has introduced a new branch of study is called as comparative mythology ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೀಕ್ mythology, Vedic mythology, epic mythology, and classical Sanskrit and liberal mythology, Puranic mythology ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇವತೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕೆಲಸ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಋಷಿಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮಹಾತ್ಮರು ಯಾರು ಈ ದೇವತಾ, ಅವರ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಏನು, ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಏನು, ಮಹಿಮಾ ಏನು, how are they connected with the world, how are they connected with the people, how are they able to help people. Oh good, this is all big subject. Anyway, here you observe Varunasya Vratani Etani. So whatever has been mentioned here, they are all the vrata or activity or timetable of Varuna. And Astabhnat Rushabha. So Rushabha, Astabhnat means steady the pillar, Antariksham Amimita. So trying to measure the Amimita. Amimita means, I told you, that measuring. So it is only Vishnu who has that kind of distinction. Vishnor Viryani Pravocham Yaparthivani Mimam Erajagumsi. ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ದೋಷ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸ್ಮರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿಷ್ಣು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ದೋಷ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಚ್ಯುತಾನಂತ ಗೋವಿಂದ, ಅಚ್ಯುತಾನಂತ ಗೋವಿಂದೇ ಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ ಅಂತ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ feats, a great success. I mean circus. Only Vishnu has done the job. Therefore, to attribution Antariksham Amimita and Varimanam Prithivyaha. Prithivyaha Varimanam. Varimanam means the Sreshtatvam, I think so. The Sreshtatvam of earth. You know, in the beginning itself, we have got that Ishet, Urjet, Tvanta. So Isha, Urja, ಎರಡು ಭೂದೇವಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. Isha is the food, Urja is the prosperity. What is prosperity? You can build our house on the earth. ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ವೆದರ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ದೂರ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವರಿಮಾಣಂ ಪೃಥಿವ್ಯಾ ಆಸೀತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಶ್ವಾಭುವನಾನಿ ಸಮ್ರಾಟ್. Samrat means Varuna is a Samrat. Varuna is a Raja. So, ಈ Samrat Varuna ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದಾನಂದ್ರೆ, he has tried to cover up the entire universe, entire this birth, and ತಾನಿ ವರುಣಸ್ಯ ವ್ರತಾನಿ. And ಇನ್ನು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ ವರುಣ ದೇವನ, Varuna's CV or the mythology of Varuna. In fact, when I went for research, one of the scholars there suggested me work on Varuna. And there is no individual work done on Varuna in the Vedic research. They have worked on Indra, they have worked on Agni and all that. So Varuna ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ Varuna stature and stature and personality and other situations are variant from stage to stage in our Vedic literature to some extent. So Yajurvedali, Varuna is important because for him only all these vratas, that's why he said Varunaya, Varunaya, Vrata Homaha, anta Taittiriya Vratagalu, Homagalu, ella avrigoskara ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Because they are the very, very powerful benefactors for the people upon the earth and elsewhere. And Vyaneshu Antariksham Tatana. What more Varuna has done? Antariksham Tatana. Antariksha andre space. So Vaneshu andre forest. So he created space in the forest and Vajam Arvatsu. ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅರ್ವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ? ಅರ್ವತ್ಸು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾರ್ಸಸ್. ಹಾರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುದುರೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ Vaja. That's why we have got among all animals, highly potential animal is horse. Among all animals, the highly sacred and pure and powerful animal is the horse. That's why we have got Ashwamedha Yajna. And it's a royal consecration, horse sacrifice. And it's not easy because are only Kshatriyas, Maharajas, Chakravartis only can perform the puja, offerings to gods, Ashwam. Therefore, here, Ashwa is a very great, that's why, Yake anta ishtu important andre, Vaja andre power, Vaja andre strength, Vaja andre gift, Vaja andre best, etc. That's why we have got Vaja Peya Yajna, Raja Suya Yajna. These are all the, after this Soma Yajna, in Yajurveda, we come across Vajapeya sacrifice. Probably we'll come across those mantras also, or formulas, or yajus, which you have got to use in the Vajapeya sacrifice. Peya means worthy to be drunk, worthy to be enjoyed. There also is the Somarasa is there. So Rajasuya is that, Rajasuya is meant for only Kshatriyas. Vajapeya sacrifice can be done by Brahmins and Kshatriyas. But Rajasuya should be done only by Kshatriyas. Only they can afford, because it has got a lot of conditions. So, ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ when Rajasuya ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಮಹಾರಾಜರಲ್ಲಿ, that Dharmaraja is great in Mahabharata, attestation is there. And Arjuna went and brought, defeated Humpty Dumpty number of Rajas. And he brought all those Kiritas, surrendered them to the feet of his eldest brother. Because all the brothers among all Pandavas are united. And therefore, there is a lot of strength in Pandavas, though the number is 5. And another reason that I come across in Mahabharata, told by somebody, that how Duryodhana was able to gather 11 Akshohini Sainyam and only 7 Akshohini Sainyam on the side of Pandavas, 11, 4 more Akshohini Sainyam is there, because one of the reasons is that those Maharajas, those kings who are defeated by Arjuna or Pandavas, they did not leave their pride. They did not leave their dvesham upon Pandavas. So when invitation was sent by Duryodhana to all these kings who are defeated, humiliated, etc., lost their kingdom independence, they all joined with their army to support Duryodhana, and therefore they want to redeem they rebel against Pandavas. So that's why Duryodhana became stronger. But Krishna alone remained on the side of Pandavas, and that was enough, right? So anyway, I'm just deviating because incidentally, you should be introduced the Hindu culture, and you should be introduced how the whole management took place. But on evil side, there will be always number of people. But on positive side, you always find not so many people. If at all, on positive side are Swamijis or some great gurus, they will just abandon gurus and go away. They don't come out. But the evil people will have more and more evil people join with them because they have their own selfishness to redeem. Anyway, so here, Vajam Arvatsu. So horse is an important animal. And that's why we make everyday prayer in our Veda Adhyayana Kendra. Enant heltive Asus Saptihi Purandhiri Yosha Anta Prarthana Marthi. That's exactly the one of the objects of Ashwamedha Yaga. Ashwamedha Yagadalli is the 23rd chapter of Bharat, 23rd chapter of Shukla Yajurveda. This is the objective of performing that. Brahman, Brahmano, Brahmavarchasi, Jayatam. So Brahmana, Brahmavarchi Agabeku. I mean, Kshatriya, Sukshatriya Agabeku. And Dogdhri, Dhenu, Hasugalala, the cows must give you plenitude of milk, so much of, and the horses must be able to run fast. Therefore, Vajamarvatsu, immediately Payaha, Agniyasu, Prutsu, the Payaha andre milk. So all cows must be so that they will be able to give you plenty of milk. You remember, whenever you start making yajna, who is the first to be made prayer? Yarapa? Adhyaha. The first Kandika of Yajurveda is Dishetvorjetva Vayavastu Vayavastaha Devo Vasavila Prarpayatu Krishtadamaya Karmane. Idakella Karmane Karma. Next, immediately, yargna salute ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಆಪ್ಯ ಯದ್ಧ ಮಧ್ಯ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕೌಗಳ ಇದು ಹಸುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಧೇನುಗಳಿಗೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಮಾಂ ಪಾಹಿ ಪ್ರಜಾ ಅದು ಆ ಮಂತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ the entire essence of the purpose and target and phala of the Yajurveda is being fixed up in that. Yajurveda ಏನು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಸನ್ will explain that mantra, that is that. ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಆಫ್ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಯಃ ಅಧ್ನಿಯಾಸು, ಅಧ್ನಿಯಾಸು ಪಯಃ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಸುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಗೋಪೂಜಾ is very much important. These days there are so many goshalas being prayed, and there is a great roar that cow should be respected because all gods live in the cow. So Sakala Devatalu Gopadamanandu unduru. All gods are there and Gopada is important. And so Adaraha Agniyasu Payaha Hrutsu Payaha. So Hrutsu Payaha andre compassion. See, heart must be quite filled with compassion, karuna, and all that. Maybe you are angry temporarily. Maybe you are angry. Maybe you have got hatred. Durga Saptasati points out that Durga Parameswari has got immense karuna upon Mahishasura or Sumbhasura or Nisumbhasura or Madhukaitabhas, any Rakshasa. They are all the goddess with the Rakshasas she fought. They are all great bhaktas basically. But owing to some pride in them, because of their varas, they have become really tough and ruffians and rebels. Therefore, in Lalita Sahasranamam, you get the expression, Dushtadanava Bhanjana Yai Namo Namaha, Dushtadura, Durachara Samani, Doshavarjita, Sarvajna, etc. So, illi, Dushtadura, she is trying to keep the Dushtas away from the Sishtas. Dushta and Sishta. So, Sishtas are the sacrificers. They are all called Ratins. Dushtas are called as Aratins. And also are called Asunvanta. That's why we make a prayer. Asunvanta maya jamana mitchaste nasyetva taskarasyanveshi. So, we always request to go after Taskaras, who are Aratis, etc. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಯಃ ಹೃತ್ಸು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರುಣೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. So even though she killed, even though she fought for days and days, for example, Devi or Devas, Indra, they have apara karuna upon the enemy. And unless the enemy give the consent, they cannot take the life of the enemy, like Mahishasura, for example. So Mahishamardini, she takes the credit and she makes a request, indirectly, Mahisha, to permit her to take away his life. And then he realizes, Mahishasura realizes, Kair Jivate Nanu Kapita Antagadarshanena anta heltare Markandeya Maharshi. Nobody, as long as Antaka is quite normal, common, compassionate Yama, we can have our life. But if Yama were to become angry with our behavior, and when time comes up when we are telling no, then you cannot restrain that. You have to submit. Kupita antagadarsana kair jivetenanu kupita antagadarsana Mahishaha pranan jahara. So Mahishasura, looking at that Devi, whose face became masivarnam tatha bhavatu, whose face became dark and with anger, burning anger, then Mahisha said, I am not permitted to live further, so I have to submit. So he submitted. Then she pushed her Trishula into him and took away the life of that. So why I am telling that means Hrutsu. So ಈ ಪಯಃ ವೃತ್ಸು ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ, that's why Shakespeare in one of the dramas says milk of kindness ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. He compares the kindness to, so milk is very kind. It is not at all a danger. So ಹಾಲು ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಾಲನ್ನ ಗೋಪಿನಾಥ್ ಅವರೇ ಸಮೀಕೃತ ಆಹಾರ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಡಯಟ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಲು ಒಂದು 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕೌಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ಅವರ್ ಡೆತ್ ವಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ಕೌಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾದ್ರು ರೋಗ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಡಯಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಡಯಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿನೈ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರಹ ಹಾಲು, milk is very much important, and milk, that's why, is the very embodiment of compassion, kindness, nutrition, health. Therefore, ಈ ಸೋಮನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಗ್ನಿಯಾಸು ಪಯಃ Hrutsu payaha, arvatsu vajam, and antariksham Veneshu, which stretching out yourself. So now Varuna Vrata, who does all this work anta kelidre our Yajurveda Rishigalu heltare ayya idella Varunana Maya andre Maya andre Shakti, Maya andre Maya antalla illusion alla, Maya andre Varunasya Vratani, and also Asurasya Mayaya anತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಅಸುರಸ್ಯ ಮಾಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಲವಂತರು ಬಲಹೀನರನ್ನು ಸಹ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. If you don't have, how can you make the haves not to have at all? So haves have got to share and makes the have not to have. So this is how a good Yajurveda principle. Those who don't have must share and make them have. Some communities in our India have that kind of beautiful idea. They don't want any poor man in their community. I don't know, but I may be true or wrong. For example, some Punjabis and Sindhis and all that kind of small limited communities, they want everybody to be self-sufficient and self-supporting. Adukoskara, they always help. So beggars iruvaga, so beggars are not much in their community, probably, I don't know. So hitaraha, we are making a prayer that there should be a common maintenance of people who could be happier as long as they live on it. That's why Sugamavagi Jivita Agabeku. Sugatavagi Chanagirbeku. For that only we make every day when we do Abhishekam or make Parayanam or anything like that. Evaschama itischam egatischame yajnena kalpantam. ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಗೋಪಿನಾಥ್ ಅವರೇ, ಮಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜರ್ನಿ, ಇತಿ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋರಿ, ಗತಿ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಸೊ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮನಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್? ಯು ಆರ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ qualification into that. Similarly, even an architect, first your money drawing blue sheet alli baritare. What plan he has written on the plan on the blue paper, he will transfer it on the site. That's why the architect is very important for your house. The beauty and comfort and etc. of the house depends upon the architect, and the architecture he provides all that. That's why you go to, when you want to build a house or do a sacrifice, if you want to do a sacrifice, you go to the learned priest. If you want to build a house, you go to a learned, known architect. So like that, here also, and super architect is our Varuna. And he will be able to do all these things to us. Therefore, we have got the beautiful statement that Vaneshu Vyantariksham Tatana Vajavarvatsu Payovadhyasu. So again, Subramanian Vidar Gotila, yes, Vasan, Vodibada Ponsale, whatever we have explained, you will be able to understand. Udayusha.
Udayusha Swayusho Doshadi Nagum Tase Utpad Parjanyasya Sushmeno Dasta Amritagum Anu Urvantariksha Manvihaditya Sado Asyaditya Sada Asida Astabhnadya Vrishabho Antarikshamamimita Parimanam Putivya Asidadvishva Bhuvanani Samrat Vishvetani Varunasya Vatani Vaneshu Pentariksham Tatana Vajamarvatsu Payo Agniyasu Hrutsu.
Beautiful. So ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥವಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯೋ. As a continuation in the next 8th Prapataka, you have got the Kratum Varunaha Vichu anta. So Vichu Varunaha Kratu. Kratu andre yagna. Kratu andre kelsa. So karma. Kratu. That's why Kratu is the word karma. That karma is being variously described in our scriptures, and Bhagavad Gita is one top ranking scripture or Upanishad where Krishna himself speaks to us all about the importance of karma in 574 slokas in Bhagavad Gita. And Arjuna has only 87 slokas to talk, and Sanjaya about 47 slokas, and Dhritarashtra. So if you take the statistics, how are the portions given to all people? So karma, bhakti, and jnana. Each one is a takeoff to the other one. It's a beautiful ladder. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಕರ್ಮಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ತೃಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಚೋದನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಯಾರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವರುಣ. ಸೊ ವರುಣ ದೇವನ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಇದ್ರೆ, ವರುಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀರು, ನೀರಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ತುಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಗ್ನಿ, ಅಗ್ನಿ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ next Anuvaka, that is the 8th one, second part, you have got Varuna, Agni, Surya, Somam, and again and all that. So these are all the four important sacrificial deities whom you invoke, whose grace we request. I think we stop here. Om Swasti.
Om Swasti Sahana Bhavato Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Shri Vasudevarpanamastu. Shri Veda Purusha Ashirvadostu. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Guruji Namaste.